What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video we're going to talk about my #1 most used tool, and this is the tool that my team and I use when we are looking to find products to not only put in our store but in other people's store. And I think you're going to be shocked at what this tool is, but we're going to go over that and a heck of a lot more. And I did want to remind you guys, if you are interested in starting an FBA wholesale store, either yourself or you want a team to do it for you, my email is below, so don't be shy, schedule a call, and I'd love to talk to you about that. And other than that, I'm super fired up for this video. I hope you are. Let's go and do this. All right, so we're here on Amazon, and the tool that I am talking about, the tool that you absolutely have to have, without a shadow of a doubt, the #1 tool for FBA Wholesale is, surprisingly, Keepa. Now, I'm not talking about the regular version of Keepa. I'm gonna jump into the screen share in a second. I'm talking about the paid version. So currently the paid version is $19. It's $19 in euros, or whatever it is, UK money, one of the two. And so that comes out to around, I believe it's like, I don't even know, I can't even tell you, 20 something dollars. However, I will say this much, it will be the best 20 something amount of dollars that you spend on your Amazon business, especially if you're doing wholesale in the next year, right? So the most valuable tool by far. And what I'm gonna show you is how it works out. So this is a product that I've clearly purchased a lot of times. So that's a good sign, right? I'm taking care of my teeth, I'm flossing, purchased 7 times. I'm quite proud of that. So let's go ahead and go further down in here. You'll see that I do have Keepa installed. Now there is another thing that you can get if you're not gonna wanna shell out the money. I think Helium 10 has a version that's free, but it's not gonna have as much data as Keepa does, and I'll show you why in a second. And after this product, we'll look at a couple more products so you can sort of see how I like to use it. But I'll also stress the importance of certain things. So first, let's talk about it in general. This again is the paid version. And now the things that I really like to look at are the sales rank, the list price, and the buy box, the new third-party FBA. This graph I rarely pay attention to. It's just duplicating the whole sales rank, but it breaks it down by the different categories. So I don't really pay much attention to this one, but they don't give you option to take it off, so it's got to be in there. And then lastly, this is another real important part of Keepa, is this graph right here, which talks about the new offer count. So in a minute, we'll talk about why that's useful, why that's not useful. And one other thing that I like to use a lot is to look at it in certain time frames. So you clearly don't want to go at any time frame less than a month. And so you want to take a look at the bigger picture. How many other sellers have been on this product for an extended period of time? And for that, like I said, we start by looking at the 3-month point, but ultimately we want to go into the year. So I like to look at this data that comes in from a year, because this gives you a lot more data to be able to make an educated assessment as to the future of this product. And the way that we do that is by looking at the past. So let's talk about these dental floss picks for now. And I will flash you guys a smile so you can see that's what happens when you floss your teeth. All right, let's have a look at this and see what's going on here. So the first thing that I look to look at is the sales rank. What has this sales rank been over the course of the last year? Is that a healthy sales rank? Is it not? And there's a couple other tools that you can use in conjunction with this. One of them is RevSeller, which I'm not using here, but RevSeller will typically tell you how that sales rank relates to the entire category. And the way that that's important is, say, for example, you want to sell products that are in the top 5% of any particular category. So an example would be this candle. This candle will be in household. It'll be part of household items. So in order to qualify it for selling it on your store, you want to know, is this candle in the top 5% of all products in health and household only? If the answer to that is yes, then it would be a clear-cut winner and a product that you want to source. Now, in the health niche, I don't know whether or not that's number 300,000 or number 500,000, but a tool like RevSeller tells you what percentile this particular candle is in terms of all the products that are in the health and household. So it's a useful tool that works in conjunction with Keepa. What Keepa will show you in terms of sales rank, you can look at what seems to be the average of the sales rank in the past year. So if we want to draw an imaginary line here, it would be somewhere right here, right across the between 20 and 30,000, right about the 23,000 mark of the average that this sales rank is over the past year. So I would gauge it right at the top of this line. It goes right through here, right through here, right through here. I would say that's about 24 to 25,000. So we would assume that these dental floss picks have had an average sales rank of 25,000. So you get the gist of that. That is clearly within the top 5%. So if we had the opportunity to be able to sell these sales picks, the answer would be yes, based on the sales rank. That's one indicator that we look at. And that will just pretty much tell us how quickly we can expect to have to hold this and or how quickly this will sell. The second thing that we look at is what is the average price over the course of the last year. The average price for this is right along here where all these lines meet up. And I think it's little red triangles. I can't remember exactly what they are. Like, let's go ahead and take off the rest of these so we can see what they are. I'm almost certain it is little red or orange triangles. Like, they're all lumped up. It's orange triangles. So if we put back all the stuff that we had on here, the buy box is these pink little, whatever they are. I don't remember what they are. It's triangles or squares or something like that. They all lump up here on around between $17.99 all the way on up to $20. So we can assume that the average price is about $18 to $19, which looks pretty good. I like to hit an average selling price of $15 or more to qualify a product. So this one gets a thumbs up. We've already got a thumbs up with sales rank. We got a thumbs up with these average price. And now the last thing that I want to look at, and then I'll talk about the fourth and final, obviously determining factor on this, in addition to a couple other things, but these are the major factors, is how many sellers are on this product. So the best way to figure this out is really you can pull out something like Zonbase, which I will put a link for that below. You can pull out Zonbase and you could say, all right, let's see how many sales we have on this a month. Zonbase is telling me 635 sales for this a month. So if we know that this sells 635 units, I'll talk to you in a minute about how we use that data. We know that on this currently there are about 7 sellers. 7 sellers on this, and the number of sellers has been on average, again, you draw an imaginary line here, you're going to get about 9 to 10 sellers on average that are on this. And since there's that amount of sellers, what you're to assume is that you all have to share the buy box, which I remind you, if you have the buy box, it means when somebody clicks add to cart, they're going to more than likely buy it from you if you're sharing the buy box with all these sellers, which will be based on a number of factors. But let's just say you're a star candidate. You've got you're Amazon's perfect candidate for selling, so they will give you the buy box. We're assuming that. And on average, you can assume that 8 to 9 people will be on this listing. Then all you got to do is divide the 625 by 8 to 9 people and figure out what the average number of units you would sell on a monthly basis if you were to be able to list this product. If that all lines up, the amount of sellers that I see right now are 7, which tells me that's a great product because the number of sellers are trending down from its typical amount versus if they've been trending up. If we saw a purple graph line where they go up like this, we might almost assume that the price will eventually start to go down, and that's because of a price battle for people to be able to sell their product faster. But this particular product has a lot of healthy things. Again, good sales rank, price has stuck steadily throughout the past year, and then the number of sellers has gone down somewhat, and it has a healthy number of sales in the course of a month. So all bonuses and all thumbs up for this product. I would definitely want to sell this product if one more particular thing is met, and that is if we can get it at a good price. We only want to buy this if we can get it at a price where we can turn around and make money with it. I've talked in the past about my rule of thumb where it has to have 3 to 1. And if I could get this product, which is right now $22 for approximately 7 something, then I would certainly be in for selling this product. Now, whether or not that can happen, who knows? We don't really know the cost of this product. We haven't tried to acquire this product, but this is the way that I vet products when I find a particular product and figure out, does this fit my model? I go through those checks one by one. If it all looks good and I can get it at a good price, then I make the determining decision of how many units do I want to get. Clearly, if it's my first purchase, I will take a test number of units, and then based off of how that does, then go ahead and scale it on up. But it first has to be able to reach these criteria, which can all be grabbed from Keepa and then basically Zonbase, which is the second thing that I use. You can use anything other than Zonbase. You can use Jungle Scout, Market Intelligence, Helium 10. Any one of the above will work for you. That just happens to be my choice of what I use. So that's pretty much it for this video. A quick tutorial on how to use Keepa. It's basic. That's all you really need from Keepa. There's no need to overcomplicate it, but it will simplify the whole product selection process for you. So questions and comments go below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you guys next time.